for all sorts of levels. You don't have to be an expert to get started in this.
I love it. I love that it's simple, but that you've also made it so accessible with the most accessible tool we have, right? The pencil. It's sometimes often forgotten.
It is often forgotten, and it is such a special thing. Although I will be using my new Blackwing, my new native series Blackwing.
Woohoo! Yay!
With the big bold stuff.
What inspired you to do it? What inspired you to use that technique?
I was doing my pencil lettering in my sketchbooks, and I think I just did a piece and thought it needed something else, and so I just played around with it and added a shadow. And because I was doing a pencil shadow on pencil lettering, it was a little tricky, and I had to sort that out. And so there's some things we'll talk about in class to deal with that. But then I started putting it on my ink letters and pen written letters and all kinds of other lettering. So yeah, I think it was just I was killing time on an airplane probably, and just had another hour and needed to add to it. So I put a shadow on there.
That's where great ideas come from, right? Right where you least expect it. I'm
Right.
curious, and maybe this question or questions like this will come up in the session. Is there a certain color ink or a style that works really great for this technique?
Yeah, Bister inks are one of my favorite things. So I usually do, that's usually what I have around that I want to do pencil lettering on. And I have some samples I'm going to show during the class too of some Bister written letters that I added the pencil shadow to.
Yeah, I think it's a complementary, isn't it? Because the graphite doesn't look out of like it just looks like they blend well together. They look like
Because
they're
of that,
nice.
they're sort of neutral. And so they,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
So it sounds like any lettering style will work too.
I think anything will work. And yeah, like I say, even a pencil drawn letter. One tip would be to, if you're going to prepare something ahead of time to do in a pencil letter, to do it with a softer pencil so it's darker, and then the shadow will be lighter with a harder pencil. So, but that's the kind of thing we'll talk about in the class too.
Awesome. I love it. Is
Doing this technique is open to all people. You don't have to have any particular skill level. We'll talk about the skills you need to do the shading with the pencil. And so it doesn't require a lot of calligraphic knowledge even. You could put a shadow on anything else that you've drawn. That's right. It is fun. Yeah.
yeah.
One of those
Yeah.
things that once you've figured out how to do it, you can't stop doing it. You just want to put shadows on everything because everything just pops off the page.